Oh, yes. Just looking at this dictionary, looking for the word marriage, they have, in giving an analysis of the substance of the law, it will probably be better to treat it as any other system of laws is usually treated by dividing it into, well, the first is the laws civil. Yeah. That's where I get to hear you, the judge, during civil court proceedings, right? Then there's the laws criminal. That's where I get to hear you, the judge, for getting arrested for crimes I didn't commit. And then number three is the laws judicial and constitutional. Yeah. Let's say you're a judge or justice today, and your thought was, well, we don't have any obligation. I'm telling you, you're going to go to prison right now. Seems like there's a lot of laws in this Bible. Ooch. And then number four is the law ecclesiastical. Yeah. And ceremonial. Ooch. Law civil. Poop, poop. Now, the law of persons, a father and son. The power of a father to be held sacred, cursing or smiting. Exodus 21:15, 17, Leviticus 29. And stubborn and willful disobedience to be considered capital crimes. But uncontrolled power of life and death was apparently refused to the Father, invested only in the congregation. Ooh, 21:18 to 21. Now, this is an interesting concept that you could go before the congregation, right, and they could put you to death for depriving. Now, well, the ordained, okay, Brent? Why don't you get me the congregation? Because there are certain laws in the Bible. Whereas you, as a pastor, could present me to Mormonism as an apostate that never belonged to Mormonism. Yes. And the congregation would judge me. Oh, the ceremonial body of the ecclesiastical. Now, uncontrolled power of life and death and willful disobedience to consider was refused to the Father. Out, out, out. Vested only in the congregation. That would be 21:18, 21. Yeah. Now, right to the firstborn to a double portion of the inheritance, not to be set aside by partiality. I didn't know that in the Old Testament. That would mean that Zachary gets twice the amount as my other son. As much as I want to be obedient to the word, the thought is he gets 1/10 of the amount that the others get. Pooch. It's my tithes to you. Now, the inheritance by daughters to be allowed in default of sons provided, Numbers 27:68. Yes. That heiresses married in their own tribe, daughters unmarried to be entirely dependent on their father. Yeah. The power of a husband to be so great that a wife could never be sua juris or enter independently into any engagement even before God. Now, sua juris looks like one of those Latin words. Yes. Let's see. My wife had court hearings where you gave her custody of my sons. But as my wife, there's this idea of the equality of. Now, it just so happens I have approximately 150 documents in this. Yes. I'm going to look up what the actual meaning of sua juris is. Sua juris. Let's say you denied me the opportunity to listen to you, Judge. Ooch. Because you just had to do. Well, let's sort by. Okay. Name. Now, sua juris. Oh, no. Let's sort by. Ooch. Size. Yes, yes, yes. I have one of those Bible dictionaries. No, it's a law dictionary. You remember the Nolo? I think they might have the meaning of sua juris. Oh, Nolo's plain English law dictionary. Now, I know that when you deprive me of my right to hear you, pooch, you deprive me of the due process necessary to give custody of my sons to my wife. Oh, Now let's see if they can search here. Yes, yes, yes. Input text to search. Maybe the keyboard will work, maybe not. It did. SUI search. Uh, well, we're looking at relationships. You decided to involve yourself in my life. And the only time that you would actually listen to me is after you arrested me for crimes I didn't commit. Yeah. And then when it involved the actual dissolution of marriage well, the only reason that Heidi had a place to live was because she committed domestic violence. If you think about the NATO Encyclopedia of 2000, I've been wanting to look at that. It's well, no, well, how do you think that she had a place to live when she moved here? I arranged for housing for myself and my family because Heidi committed domestic violence. And then they bought plane tickets, and she made up a story that I committed a crime. Yeah. And then, oops, total found criminal case such as lawsuit or taking deposition orders to inconvenience another party otherwise used property. Lawsuits for a cause of action lawsuit brought to collect the amount the parties owed debt. There's a lot of sueys. Oh, it's in the word lawsuit. That's why there's so many of them. Yeah. Mhm. Oh, lawsuits. I fled this negligent action. I filed this. Oh, I file a legitimate lawsuit if the facts required to prove a case cannot be alleged and the case is not actionable. Actual damages in a lawsuit based on one party's injuries. Ooch, that's a good one. Page 21. Let's see what it says. Ooch, look at the fox. It stopped again. Let's say I had a lawsuit right now. Now, do you dumb fuckers understand? The only reason that Heidi had a place to move to was because she committed domestic violence. And as the father of five sons, I arranged. Listen, judges, I want every one of you put in prison, not just in this county or Jefferson County. It means the whole United States. Now, for every fucking judge right now.